Welcome to the Mesonet Weather Report. I'm Wes Lee. The high temperature peaks this year were somewhat delayed as compared to the long-term average and has been dropping slower than normal since then. Here, the long-term average highs are shown in blue and this year's temperatures in red. This chart uses smooth data to look at trends and not individual daily changes. We have been mostly warmer than average since late July, but things seem to be finally changing. This week, we dropped below the average high of about 75 degrees, and it is likely we will stay there for a while. Freezing temperatures are also being discussed as now a possibility as well. To date, we have only had one site, Beaver, reach down to the 32-degree mark. While it is still early, it is not that uncommon for the first freezes to occur in October. This map shows the date for the first freeze in the earliest 10% of the years using a 30-year data set. The median freeze date is shown here, which has late October dates in the north and early November dates in the south. But in the latest 10% of years, they range from early November in the Panhandle to early December in the southeast. Regardless, it's time to dig out the jackets. Now here's Gary with the latest changes to the drought map.
Well, I promised you some changes on the U.S. Drought Monitor map, and we definitely got them. Let's take a look at that new map. Well, we can see down in south central and southeast Oklahoma, we did get a little bit of a eraser out to change some of those colors from the bad to the not so bad, but we still have a large area across the southwestern half of the state in that flash drought situation, and then in far southwest Oklahoma in that area of red, which is extreme drought. That's a long-term drought. Also up in north central Oklahoma, we have that long-term drought situation up there. And if you look there in Oklahoma, Logan, Payne County, that area, we do see those two areas of abnormally dry conditions, the yellow, starting to come together. So this is another sign of another building dry period. So we need to get some rain to stop that in its tracks. Speaking of that building dry period, here you can see the consecutive days with less than a quarter inch of rainfall map from the Mesonet. Look up there right around Stillwater in Payne County, up to 29 days. Other areas up to 29 days, so by the time this comes out, it'll probably be up to over a month. Again, these things don't help. They intensify drought, but they also let it start to spread as well. So something we need to remedy with just a decent bit of rainfall. The current flash drought's working on just over 80 days worth of dry weather. So when we look at the 60 and the 90 day, it's a little bit in between there, but we can see it on the 90-day map from the Mesonet. Here you can see that area across the southwestern half of the state, a little bit farther into south central Oklahoma versus the southeast. You can see those areas with less than 3 inches of rainfall, less than 4 inches, less than 5 inches. So those are areas that are hurting right now. And you look at that on the departure from normal map for the same time frame, last 90 days, and you can see those deficits over that 3-month period. Basically 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 inches, as many as 7 to 8 inches in some parts. So definitely that flash drought still going strong in parts of the state. So each one of these dry periods kicks that drought along just like a can down the road. We do need to get some rainfall to interrupt it and maybe start to curtail it a little bit. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.